Hey guys, welcome to the Silver Report. Here we are. It's Saturday, April 1st, 2017. We have gold currently trading at $1,250.20. Silver's trading at $18.33. And let's get right into some of the economic factors that will be playing a part into the price of just metals. Because what we're seeing, we have some dismal news. Now, Caterpillar Inc., it came out and it discussed that it was going to be it said it finalized its plans to close its plant in Belgium. That it's no longer going to be having production there. And also, they just came out today. Caterpillar is going to be closing their Aurora plant and cutting 800 jobs. So we have seen that Caterpillar recently has been under investigation. They had an issue with taxes, but they've been on the ropes. Caterpillar largely makes equipment, industrial equipment supplier, farm equipment. They make construction equipment. Caterpillar also is the largest land moving company in all of America. And so they're going to be moving their production from Aurora and shutting it down, and also closing the manufacturing site in Belgium. That's affecting 2,000 employees. Their duties, too, are being moved to other Caterpillar operations. The company has come out, their tax practices, they're being investigated by the federal government. They recently announced plans to move their headquarters towards the Chicago area. And they said a lot of this is because they're trying to find some ways to be able to remain in operation. And so we must ask ourselves, whenever the news, the data comes out and all the hype comes out and people are so excited and talking about how great the economy are. Now pay attention to people like your Janet Yellen who come out and says the simple answer is the economy is doing well, but yet we have the companies that produce construction machines going out of business. And this is a very serious issue too. We must ask ourselves, why? And when we look at the charts of just what has happened since Election Day, now soft data would be consumer sentiment. Soft data is small business sentiment. It's how people are feeling. It's their enthusiasm. Now, even if you have good economic data, if the soft data is bad, it could draw down the economy. But hard data is actual numbers, actual earnings, actually what's really happening with the economy. And so we've seen a divergence of this beginning on Election Day. Not really just beginning on Election Day. As you see going back through April, you could pretty much see the times that Donald Trump was ahead in the polls and all the times they caught him saying things that were not so smart. And until they were right up there in announcements even about what's going on in the campaign. But as soon as Election Day came by, people's ideas completely changed. As you see a dip up there on the top in the middle of March, that would be as soon as the healthcare bill did not get a vote. And so the problem is that a lot of this market speculation, this enthusiasm, is based upon not real earnings or economic data or what's really going on in the economy. On top of that, we have all of these major mainstream channels that discuss finance trying to bring out the fact that we're just in this amazing Obama boom. Obama boom. When we look at the hard data, we've basically been flatlining. In fact, it's gotten a little worse since the election. And so when they're coming out and they're discussing about how everyone's excited, small businesses are excited, and yet we have Caterpillar struggling to stay in business, the real issue is when you begin to look at the movements of the stock market. Now, since the election, Trump won the election, the stock market was around 18,250. And so, as soon as he was elected, the stock market carried on along with the soft data alone, while there was no hard data. So people were excited, people were confident. They're confident in the new president. They're confident in a new Republican administration. This is classic. And they put their money into the stock market. We had a discussion the other day, and we brought up the point that the person that's holding up this market right now is the average American household. Unlike other rallies, is that people's personal finances are in the market, while major economists their money, hedge fund managers, their money's out of this market. They don't want any parts of it, because when you have a divergence of soft data that carries the market so high, what you're seeing is people hoping, speculating. And it's a frenzy. It's a mania. It's madness. Because when you look at the hard data, it does not justify a stock market at 21,000. It just doesn't justify it. That means that people, this entire market is held up by enthusiasm, by emotion. All the while, you have companies like Caterpillar, who really is a good measure of just how the economy is doing, seeing how they are the largest land mover manufacturer in the country. When they begin to go under, it just really shows you what's going on in the construction sector. What's really going on with new business operations. What's really going on with mining in this country. Now, we did have a recent turnaround towards mining. Barack Obama was insistent he was going to bankrupt the coal mine industry, so that may have had some impact on Caterpillar's profits. But overall, they've been suffering a long time. And now they're in all-out panic mode, just attempting to keep the doors open. As you look around you, the hard data shows the stores, they're shutting down all around you. Somebody said, why don't you bring up retail? Retail's down too. Or online retail. Retail's down. Online retail's down as well. It's the fact that the people do not have money. While consumer sentiment is so high, consumer spending numbers are very low. And it's amazing the way they paint the numbers to try to make you excited about them. They say that America's savings are at new highs. And what they mean by that is that Americans are no longer spending their money the way they used to, which means the economy is freezing up, which means these stores are shutting down. And then when they do a poll and they ask, 46% of Americans say they don't even have more than $1,000 in savings. So it's the fact that all their money is going to living expenses and they're holding every dollar they can. So while consumer sentiment and all of this soft data can shoot the market to the moon, the simple fact is reality is going to set in, and it's going to be painful, and it is all going to come crashing down until these two lines meet, the hard data and the soft data. Unfortunately, it's the hard data that matters, because if the hard data is not supporting a market rally such as this, it is all speculation. And when the people's confidence begins to wane, their confidence bubble's gonna pop, and this will come down lightning fast. All right, thank you guys for joining me here on the Silver Report. If you like the content, be sure to subscribe, like the videos, share the videos, get the word out. I thank you guys all so much for stopping by. As always, stay safe.